John. Walter, did you want to kind of introduce part of the group? Or no, don't introduce everybody. Just give us an overview of what you got here.
My brother Johnny and his wife and his children from Texas. My sister Shirley, her daughter and her son back there. They're from Raleigh. And Dana and Pat, they're all Johnny's children. They're from Texas also.
And the back row are friends of mine.
Take it to the Lord in prayer. Do thy friends despise forsake thee? Take it to the Lord in prayer. In his arms to take and shield thee. Thou wilt find a solace there.
I see a red square.
Okay, that means it's recording.
Okay. Oh, is it good?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to say something? Do I have video on?
Yes.
Talk to me.
Everybody's done singing. Oh, you can turn it off.
Okay. Emmett E. Benton was my dad, Emmett Elmo Benton. And Elmo was named after him, so he's Emmett Elmo Benton Jr. And then my mother, of course, Annie T. This is Jesse, our third brother down. It was Elmo, Johnny, then Jesse, Ruby, Shirley, Clyde, Linwood, Walter Lee. John Albert, that's my husband. And we dug his own hole, and we got the dimensions and everything from the funeral director about how deep you have to go and what you have to say and do. And so we put down a cement block, that has two squares in there. And then we had his ashes. He was cremated. So we have his ashes that are entombed inside one of the holes, and the other hole, it will be my cremation, my ashes. And that's it. But I dug my own hole.
The people who say we want to plot over here on this side here, we did too, but and Uncle Clyde bought his just before we did. We couldn't get it. That was it. And we'll keep. Okay, you just have one plot here, right?
We do.
But
we're gonna put 4 people
in it. 4.
Good use
For
of.
interment, does
Yes.
You're
Cremated.
cremated. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Can you put both cremations here? In
Oh,
that
we
one
don't
plot?
ask, we just do.
So,
Now, what did you just say? We don't ask for permission, we ask for forgiveness, and by that time it'll be too late.
Yeah.
So how do you add to that? I mean, that's stone. Do you?
No, I think we would just put like a stone like this at the bottom.
Oh, okay. So you've got like that
One
much.
plot.
Okay.
And I mean, the ashes, my dad's ashes are just in a small little alabaster jar from Jerusalem. And
Farm, and we worked on that thing, getting everything straight, lined up and all, put a pitcher's mound on there, measured it to the right height and everything, and every Sunday afternoon we'd ride our bikes over here and play baseball until it started getting dark. Then we had to head for the house and feed up. Took dark before we got in. Then on Sunday, they always said you got to be home before dark. 9 Ford, and we try to make this curve with it floored in second gear. It is a dirt road, and about here you were sideways when you came out of that thing.
You might not want to share that.
And the Kittrell's place back here on your left, the one farthest back, is where Parker's Church actually started, was the beginning of it. They had a circuit rider that came through and he stayed with them. And my first Sunday school teacher was instrumental in getting that circuit rider to come and preach, and they started Parker's Church right here. Didn't have the church, but that's where they met on Sundays.
What was your Sunday school teacher's name?
The,
What was your Sunday school teacher's name?
didn't have any Sunday school, just the church and all. Then the first church that was there, that I told you about this morning, burned, and then the one that's there now is in, what was it, 1913, I think, that one was built. And that was a big, nice church then. Churches weren't that big back here. There weren't that many people then, in those days. You'd have 35, 40 people every Sunday morning that was preaching. And it was a lot of kids. Sunday school classes were filled. Those, well, you know, behind those windows open up and you turn the chairs around and face the front. The last time, the revival meetings is about the only place they really fill that church, though, with those rooms upstairs filled.
And which was your family pew?
Mother, you separated the men on the right and women on the left. Once they get married, the newlyweds, they go to the middle. And there were some people on the middle, but basically all of the small section on the left side were women, on the right side were men. The boys sat in the back on the second pew from the back on the right-hand side. And I looked at that picture of the shepherd holding the lamb, pretended it was Jesus, and he was talking to me from the pulpit. And that old building back there was a school, Wycliffe Hoffman, that I graduated with. Mother was a teacher there before they were married, before his mother and dad were married. But this is Corpy, of course, and I was about 10 years old, I guess, maybe not that old, and then we started shopping at Sunbury at Roundtree and Riddick's store. They had an antique store over here. My gosh, look at the cars.
That's not unusual.